Hi, this is Joe with Hi-Fi Corners YouTube channel, and today we are here with Kat of SME and Cadence Distribution. She just did an event with SME and Mola Mola and kind of fell in love with this little phono stage here called the Lupe, and we have it here at the shop for demonstration. And while we had Kat in town, we thought we'd have her speak about it a little bit.
Yeah.
So tell me about the Lupe phono stage by Mola Mola.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna rewind a little bit because our event was with Mola Mola and Vivid and SME and Gerard in Dubai.
Oh, right. Okay. So, wow.
Yeah.
A lot of players in there.
A lot of players in there, and it was a really fabulous event. And I was talking to Ewald about the new Mola Mola products, and I had a chance to listen to a lot of them and switch cartridges, listen off of different decks, the Model 60, the new Gerard Advance.
Which is pretty easy with this one because this has 3 inputs, right?
That's right.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
Actually 4.
4 inputs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you got the XLR as well,
Yes.
don't you? So you got the XLR and 3 RCAs.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
And I had a really good experience with Mola Mola. I've always loved Vivid speakers, and at this year's high-end Munich show, we're going to be featuring our Gerard 301 Advanced
Nice.
with Mola Mola and Vivid.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a bit of kind of connection there between the
There's a
brands.
connection there,
I like
and
it.
what's really unique about that situation is the Gerard that's made by SME
Yep.
is the only deck that we produce that has 33, 3, 45, and 78.
Right, okay.
So
yeah,
we
because
are-
none of the SMEs do 78s, do
Right.
they?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we are doing what I think is very unique, strictly a 78 feature at high-end
Oh,
Munich
cool.
show. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't usually hear that.
And it's because we get the flexibility of that turntable with the Lupe,
Oh, nice.
right?
Nice, yeah.
So it all kind of makes sense now. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with the Lupe. It is a different piece for the analog world
Right, okay.
in that
Yeah.
it's very digital and app-based.
Right, so you can get into an app with this, like, and control it? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh, right, wicked.
Yeah, and Mola Mola spent so much time creating this app and
Right.
doing the software design and just really getting to the intricacies and making sure that everyone has a great experience to be able to change all of the settings they need to change for their analog system within this one unit.
So can you do that on the fly in the app?
You
while
can
you're
do
listening?
it on the fly.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Nice, nice. You know, because when you get up and you want to change a setting, sometimes you kind of lose that listening kind of analysis is the best way to put it, because you're
Yeah.
listening and you're analyzing and saying, okay, is that the right load? Is that the right, so on and so forth. But being able to do it from an app,
Yeah.
that would be pretty sweet.
Like while we're remembering and maintaining the experience, our auditory memory is very, very short. So
Right.
being able to sit back and change the settings on the fly can really help someone fine tune
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
listening. And so this unit is $72.99.
All right, sweet. Okay, so that's it's not inexpensive,
Right.
But it's not crazy if you think it's got
Mid-level
kind of
for
4
hi-fi.
inputs.
Yes.
When you include the XLR.
Yes.
Yeah, sweet.
What I like about that and what I see a user like this obtaining is someone that is has a very eclectic vinyl collection, a
Right,
very
okay.
large vinyl collection, perhaps someone that, tends to be of younger age that really gets into app-based products.
App-based products. Okay.
But
All right.
wants to be able to pick out any record from their collection and play it.
Right.
And when I say that, I mean this unit has over 40 different EQ curves to it.
You're kidding me.
No.
Wow.
So different EQ curves
That's impressive.
over time to be able to, it's like a gift and a curse, right? Like you can listen
you can get
to,
kind of lost in it.
you can
can't
get
you?
lost in it.
Yeah.
And that's just it. When I first downloaded and was the app and was playing with this system, I was just like, oh my gosh, I cannot, I just kept flipping through it.
And you hadn't even gotten through one track
and I hadn't
yet.
even, yeah, exactly.
Oh. And I got a stack of records.
But that's what I really like about it. It's really engaging, and it allows you to almost pay attention to the actual pressing that you've just put on.
Right.
And so again, it's configurable in that you have the EQ settings, but you also have inputs 1, 3, and 4 are going to be configured for MM.
Right.
While 2 is going to be your MC input.
Right. Okay. All right.
And then it's got single-ended out and balanced out.
Okay.
So it does allow you to incorporate it into any system.
Yep.
And kind of, okay, so again, I'll kind of jump back to the beginning a little bit. The reason why Mola Mola decided to design a product like this was they were in a discussion with one of their distributors around the world.
Right.
And that distributor had an immense vinyl collection. I'm talking like 12,000 records.
Right.
And
That's
they were
huge,
like,
yeah.
look, you guys have, a great price point. You guys make a really discreet, quiet product.
Yeah.
I love the Phono stage.
It's
and
super quiet.
in the
by
Kula.
way.
Yeah, super quiet.
I mean, like, is it on quiet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love the Phono stage that was built in the Kula, the integrated.
Yep.
Can I have something that is a standalone Phono stage that gives me all of these configurations, but I don't want to get up from my seat and change them?
Yeah.
And they were like, we got you.
And do you think, like, as the end consumer, for me, my concern, and I'm sure a lot of you viewers out there, your concern would be, does that digital aspect of being able to switch on the fly, having the app, having it all in this kind of one unit, does that have, from your ears and your experience and time with the Lupe, does it have an effect on the final sound reproduction?
I think because of the signal to noise ratio, I didn't actually even touch on gain. So you get between 45 dB and 87 decibels of gain with it. Because you get all of those options and it is extremely quiet with the amplification.
Yeah.
It does have this sort of like transparency. I don't want to go as far as saying crisp, like the Scotland air, but like, you like that?
It was this morning.
But it does have this like really transparent sound to it. I don't think that hinders the playback.
Okay.
So and the digital aspect.
You didn't like feel like, oh man, that's really having an effect on the sound or anything like that.
Incorporating into the analog world.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's great. So you're getting that functionality without any of the drawbacks of having like noise or any type of artificial digital kind of effect on the sound. That's awesome.
And like, I don't know if this is kind of more of like a psychological aspect to it, but a lot of music is, but it does keep you seated while changing your inputs, adjusting your analog, whatever cartridge you're using, all from one seated position where
that's important. I know for you viewers out there, you might be like, well, I never have to do that. And it's generally because your Phono stage wouldn't have these many options on it. And for someone like me who's constantly testing kit, constantly testing this, constantly listening to this, for able to like do that from my seat so I don't have to move, so my head's in the same position, because all this has an effect.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of down to the minute when you're talking about this, but this is the kind of level we do here at Hi-Fi Corner. We want to know exactly how things are having an effect on the sound so we can advise our customers in the right way. So being able to sit there as the end consumer and switch through that, trust in me when I say it's a benefit to have. Okay?
Yeah, it's like, the hot and the cold, the yin and the yang. Like it kind of gives you a marriage of both worlds. The MC is independent from the MM stage. Nice. It's got a properly shielded power supply on the inside. So like you're getting the cleanest, discrete signal path in an otherwise digital component.
You can't really complain about that. And I don't think the price point is so astronomical that you feel like, oh my God, that's totally unattainable.
One of my clients comes to mind that has, dude's got probably like 8,000 to 9,000 records, and he's got like a generation of Technics turntables. He's got a bunch of different removable head shells, different cartridges.
I have customers like that as well.
And
this would
loves,
fit right there.
And he loves to just be able to swap what the time he wants to spend is picking out the record. Not adjusting dip switches, not going, and so this comes with a remote, which you can change the inputs on the fly and you can mute.
Right. Here's the little remote that it comes with, by the way.
Yeah. So it allows you to just click, mute, hop up, pick your record, go, and then sit back with the app and then choose your EQ curve, what generation of record or what EQ,
whatever
do
you
I
got.
need?
Yeah. To your liking.
Who knew your screen time would go up by actually switching EQ curves for vinyl?
Yeah, your screen time's going
Right?
to go up. Yeah, why is your screen time so much? Oh, well, you know, I had to switch my
And you're
EQ
like, but I
from
wasn't on social media.
RA
I'm switching EQ
to this,
curves.
to that, yeah. Which is better, I think, to be honest with you, because you're engaging with your music again.
That's
you
what I'm
know?
saying.
And it's about engaging with our music because, as you mentioned earlier, music is so emotional and it drives us. I mean, that's why our whole industry thrives. That's why we have hobbyists out there like myself. That's why we love this stuff, is because once you hear it at a certain level, you can't unhear it.
Yeah.
And when you hear something beautiful, and I'm going to take your word for it, Kat, because I trust you when you say you got a good product or there's a good product out there. And I'm super excited to listen to this, but this is what it sounds like the Lupe is going to fit right in there for a lot of consumers.
Yeah, I mean, it was handling Dynavector, it was handling Ortophon, you know, those things that are like 0.3, 0.2 millivolts.
Yeah.
It was handling my Audio Technicas, my Hanas. Like it kind of brought this neutrality to those cartridges, so I can understand what my cartridge is doing. I can understand the impedance value that I'm dialing my MCs in at. Like it's
and all this has an effect, and all those little tweaks will have an effect on the overall performance.
It does
of the
when you're
entire
investing
system.
in it. Yeah,
and that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Kat, thank you so much for sharing your time with the Lupe with us. You guys, we have it here at the shop, ready for demonstration. Just give us a shout. You can hit us up on phone, email, or go on to our online shop and hit us up through our messaging system. My name's Joe. Thanks again, Kat, for coming in. Remember, always enjoy your music.